What is happening, guys? We're Ads and Becky and you are watching Winging It.
And in today's episode we are trying not to get sued by a big YouTube channel for stealing their intro, and we're going to be doing a van tour of my Volkswagen Caddy Maxi micro camper. This is our third time attempting to film this video for you guys. The first time was at the event recently and it started to rain. Second time was at the beach this morning and it was too windy, so if you see a load of random clips mixed into this video, that'll be why. Okay, so the cockpit is pretty standard. This is a fake leather steering wheel cover that just slips on over the top. And the only other thing I've done inside here is to add this door on the glove box, which just means that you can hide things from people looking in from the outside. So above the cockpit, we have this shelf along here and we use this for storage. Victoria?
Yes.
So first of all, these are just trays to eat off. God, they're a bit dirty, aren't they? Don't show them that. We've got my office. So basically this is for my laptop.
What is it? I can't see it.
It's a toilet.
God, it's a bit windy today, just like in my trousers.
So what do we have under the bonnet, Becky?
An engine.
Yep. Okay, so that is all the boring stuff. Now let's get to the fun stuff and show you what is inside the van. We're going to start at the front and work our way back. So first of all, we have these blackout curtains to separate the cab. If you want to check out how this was actually made, you can check out my build video. But for now, we're just going to show you the basics. Open her up and squirt her out. We've got running water, all fitted up to the leisure battery. It's a 12-volt tap system. That's enough, we're not made of H2O.
And here we have our fresh water and our grey water.
We've got a double burner on the other side of this unit. And show them the flame, Becky. There she goes, she is a beauty. What a mic! In this side of the kitchen unit, we have got the gas bottle, which I've rigged up to the SMEV unit. Underneath the cooker, we've got a fair bit of storage, so this is one of the bigger Ridge Monkey units that we also use as a storage system. It is a system, it's not just a pot. Salt that always goes everywhere. Oh, Jesus!
Some plates. Kettle.
And last but not least, we have the fridge. This is a proper compressor fridge, hooked up to the leisure battery at all times. And inside
it's some cheese.
So we've got this storage unit on the side that runs the whole length of the van all the way to the back, and it's quite deep, so we keep things in there like a hot water bottle, wash kit, our entire Ridge Monkey collection, if the camera will get down there. We've got more storage up on the wall that side and on the other side as well, and then we just got a little USB fan. What is this lurking under the sofa, Becky?
A suitcase where we keep all of our clothes.
I just think it's easier having a suitcase than cupboards, because then you can take this into the house, fill it up with clothes and bring it out, rather than having to take a load of clothes out.
100%.
And the last bit of storage we have is in the back. This crate here.
Hello! Hello! Welcome to our vlog!
You alright there, Becky?
Yeah. Yes.
And lastly, this is just a little cool bag and it comes out of the van, so if you want to take any food on a picnic. And Becky's favourite item of all,
my little love. For all of you that don't know, this is a dustpan and brush.
Oh, don't do that, there's a living creature in there.
Hello?
There's not really. So onto the electrics of the van. This is a battery monitor, so we can always see how much battery we've got left, how much is going in and how much is coming out. So we've got two light switches to control the lights on the ceiling. There's back and front, and we've got a dimmer switch on each. And we've got a 3-pin socket, so we can put in pretty much any appliance we want. A 12-volt socket, and underneath this we've got two USB sockets. And up here we've got a thermometer and a wall clock. This is a carbon monoxide alarm, and before anybody keeps telling me to mount this by the floor, that is incorrect information. People, I think, are assuming it is a LPG alarm. It's carbon monoxide and it is not heavier than air. And then the last thing that we've got on the wall is just a standard fire extinguisher. Because Becky is smoking hot.
Smoking hot!
So before I show you the sofa bed system, I'll try to show you this. It's a bit difficult because it's behind the passenger seat, I can't really get in there. But in the back here we've got a leisure battery, we've got an inverter, a battery to battery charger, which is also a solar charger, And then we have the fuse box there as well, and up on the side there, that is called a shunt, and that is what you need if you want to run the battery monitor that we got in the back. And then obviously there's wires that run from underneath that passenger seat all the way underneath the floor, up through the wall and out to all these sockets, which is a little bit complicated, and had I have known better, I wouldn't have done that. Since building this van, I got in contact with a company called EcoFlow, who happen to be the sponsors of today's video. This thing can literally replace every other bit of electronics I've got in the van. So we've got USB-C socket, I don't even have that in the van. We've got 3 USB standard sockets, we've got a light, I don't know when we're ever going to use that. We've got a 12 volt socket there. On this side we have 2 main sockets, and everything is built into this unit, so I didn't need to worry about any of that wiring that I had to do. So this particular unit is called the River Pro. They do all sorts of shapes and sizes of their units. This one is 720 watt hours, the capacity of that, so it's just going to keep on going and going like Becky when she's chasing her tail. And it'll run devices up to 600 watts. So there's so many things that you can power from this little unit, and it's ideal for a micro camper like this. But if you go somewhere like an event, like me and Becky did recently, you can check the video of that on the channel by the way, then we opt to take the bigger brother of this unit, the Delta Max. This one has 2,000 watt hours of capacity inside it. It can power devices up to 2,400 watt. So when we were at that event that we went to recently, we managed to run an induction hob and an air fryer off it at the same time, and it handled it so easily. So in other words, if I'd known about these power stations from EcoFlow before I built this van, I would not have any of that complicated electronics. I'd just have one of these units, and that would be that. So when the bed is in a sofa position, it is perfect for cooking, because we can just sit there and cook and clean and do all those wonderful things that Becky loves to do. But this van really comes into its own when we turn this into a double bed. To get it into a bed, it is as simple as that. I wanted this van to be laid out in a different way than any other Caddy that I've seen, because I wanted this bed to be pretty much the size of a double in the back. It's 125 centimeters wide. And that brings me to my favorite feature of the van. So this is a projector screen that's supposed to be a tabletop one, but I've converted it to hang upside down with some self-made brackets. Self-made brackets? Homemade brackets. And it comes down to be a 40-inch screen. And in the side unit here, I have my projector. So this is a good projector because you don't have to have it directly in front of the screen like most projectors. You can have it to the side and adjust the image on the screen. And the beauty of not having windows in the back of the van is you can literally turn it into a nighttime feeling cinema at any point in the day. And who is that legend on the screen?
Oh, it's me!
Go subscribe if you want to see the mad videos that we do like this. But for now, I'm just showing you this. So we've got the back door of the van open at the moment, so obviously it's a bit brighter in here than it usually would be. And sometimes when you're filming this screen, you get a lot of banding coming across it, but that's just the camera settings. In person, it is crystal clear, and it looks amazing. And the last thing that I forgot to show you guys is the fan on the roof. It's only a mini one, it's an extractor fan, and it's powered by solar, so there's no wires or anything like that. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I'll leave this one here. Usually we do crazy adventures. If this is your first video you're watching, check out the channel and the rest of the videos. And hopefully I'll catch you on the next video where you can see what we get up to on a little road trip that we're going on in a few days' time.
Yay! Now can we watch a film?
We can watch a film.